it'll be up to you in this changing world to translate those unprecedented capabilities into a greater measure of happiness and meaning, not just for yourself, for the world around you.
A new TV ad produced by the super PAC that calls itself Draft Joe Biden. The ad uses parts of a Yale commencement address delivered by the vice president 2 weeks before his son, Beau, lost his battle with cancer. And in this ad, of course, the super PAC again urges the vice president to run. That invitation, that urging, comes as a new Quinnipiac University poll shows Joe Biden and Dr. Ben Carson the top choices in their respective parties for the general election in 3 key swing states. As a matter of fact, let's take a look right now, and it's worth noting that in 2 of the 3 states, Ohio and Pennsylvania, Dr. Ben Carson leads Joe Biden, while in Florida, Joe Biden's ahead 45 to 42%. So, what do these polls and what does that spot mean in the race for president? Let's call on someone who knows politics pretty well, the Republican strategist, who's also the professor at Georgetown University, Brad Blakeman. Brad was a member of President Bush's senior staff, and he joins us via Skype from his own well-photographed but undisclosed location in Washington. So, Brad, disclose it. Biden's draft Biden movement. Is this going to bring the vice president forward?
I don't think this ad will, but certainly I think Joe Biden is read the tea leaves. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out Hillary has a lot of troubles today and may have more troubles tomorrow. So it's the perfect opportunity for Joe Biden to come in. The polls reflect that, and certainly the ads now are supporting that. So if I'm the vice president, I'm saying, why not? This wouldn't have been a decision maybe he would have made 8 months ago. But today, it's certainly, I believe, the right decision for him to make.
There has been some chatter about just how Beau Biden's appeal to his father was made public, to the point where some are saying it was the vice president himself who disclosed this to New York Times columnist Maureen Dowd. And it's a confounding situation because no one wants to sell short in any way the pain the vice president certainly feels in the passing of his son. But politically, is that going to cause trouble for Joe Biden?
Not at all. His opening up to Maureen Dowd was not, I believe, and I'm going to give Joe Biden the benefit of the doubt, was more on a personal level than a political level. I don't think that you can give Joe Biden any disrespect for telling that intimate story to Maureen Dowd. Now, if he didn't tell the story, who else would have been in the room to tell the story? So I don't fault Joe Biden for it. I think it was a touching story to tell. It was telling at the time, certainly. And no, I think that was let us a little bit inside the mind and the heart of Joe Biden, and I give him quite a bit of respect for letting us know that.
Fair enough. Let's turn now to Dr. Ben Carson, a guy who seems to be soft-spoken, but who can really put out the message. He showed up on ABC's The View talking about abortion. Let's listen to what he had to say, then get your reaction.
I mean, we're killing babies all over the place. And, we should be, I think people can probably understand. In my case, I spent my entire career trying to preserve life. There is no way you can convince me that they're not important.
Dr. Ben in the Lion's Den on The View, he may be soft-spoken, but he gets a conservative message out. Is that why we're seeing his rise in the poll? 30 seconds.
Yeah, you bet. This is just what the doctor ordered for the Republican Party, an outsider telling it like it is and staying true to conservative principles. We can't get enough of that kind of talk.
Just what the doctor ordered. A doctor! Well, yeah. We'll see what happens with that. Brad Blakeman, from your own undisclosed location in Washington, D.C., thanks for disclosing your thoughts to us. Up next, will the next Speaker of the House differ from Speaker Boehner on illegal immigration? Dan Stein of FAIR hopes so, and he joins us next as Newsmax Prime continues.